I swear to God, my shit was not this dark last. What is going on? Like, you can't tell me my stuff was always this dark. Behind me, what is it? Right? Okie doke. Ugh. Anywho, how's it going? That's like wrong. They're trying the light. I really need to fix the lighting here. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much, but it's like so. Whoa. Okay. All right. Welcome. You know, I didn't think I was going to do another silly script stream, but like, I gotta do one more. I have to. Oh, and the vibes are very chillin' with this song. Boom, boom. I'm just waiting till I get the Discord message, and I'm gonna see if I actually. Ooh, here we go. Is it gonna say 42? Let's go. Okay, 42. All right. Cool. So that should hopefully be fixed from this point forward. Hopefully. It didn't reattempt though. So that's a lot. That's a lot of macros. Thank you. Thank you, Moonwood. Oh my. I've fallen from the sky. Unknown artist. What if the goober system didn't work and you didn't fall from the sky and you said that? What then? What then would you have done? Because I do not know. I do not know what then you would have done. And here you sit with a goober in existence, as one would expect a goober to be. So I can only say unto you, nice job. Well, then I would be cooked. Indeed. But apparently goobers are fixed now because they've been working. So, hooray. It's been like a couple streams since they didn't work, maybe? I don't know. I can't wait to fix the API thing one day. One day I'll have a free day to do that. But until then, let's work on this stuff. So for silly script, I'd like to add one final feature. I did add enums, as you can see, maybe on my post, my mini devlog. I talked about that. But now the final thing I want to add is recursive syntaxes. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. Like syntaxes and syntaxes. The idea being that you can, well, I guess also recursive syntax too. Because I would like the ability not just have, you know, say you want this specific syntax inside the pattern of another syntax, but I'd also like the ability to recursively have a syntax be applied. And so you would have a syntax like this with, God damn, that is so loud. Why is that? Go down a bit. Jeez. I hate this playlist. I wanted to shake it up, and so I chose the Pokemon playlist. But of course, it's so inconsistent with volume. I guess this one's good. Which one is this from? This is... What song is this? It's very familiar to me. So that must mean it's either Gen 3 or Gen 6. I think it's Gen 3. Because it's like really familiar. But I'm not too sure. Anywho, if I have a pattern, I don't know, type done for this, that looks like this. This means it'll find a question mark, and then it'll try to parse for syntax blah. And when it does, it can either parse this or this. So this would be a valid blah syntax. In fact, this would be a valid blah syntax. But also, since it's recursive, this would be a valid blah syntax. And therefore, it would allow for very complicated and very cool custom syntaxes in my language. Now, the first hurdle to get over this is to, what's the word? I need a way to, at this point in the parsing, have access to all previous syntaxes. Or do I? is the question, because I could delay this. But for what purpose? Because I need to be able to I need this at parsing time. So there's no point in deferring this until typing time. So I think I have to figure out this syntax's ID based on the name at this moment. And that's what I'm stuck at here, because I parsed the template argument, and this gives us, well, actually I have it here. I need to get the custom syntax ID here to return here. And so if I go to, where is it? This is parsing type. Here we go. Before we parse the type, I check for the syntax keyword. Syntax, exclamation point, and then the syntax name. With emotes, do all streamers have the same amount available to use, or do you gain slots from subs? Or you do gain slots. No, excuse me. You do gain slots from subs. I'm not sure how it works, because you get quote unquote sub points, and then sub points unlock more emotes. And I don't know why there's a distinction between subscribers and sub points, because it seems sub points just match the subscriber count all the time. But yeah, so basically you get, you know, you can unlock more emotes with sub points, which I'm not sure how many I have. I can check. What is it? Viewer rewards, emotes. So I have 8 standard emotes, which are static emotes, and I don't like static emotes because, you know, they're static and boring. I have 8 animated emotes. I have 2 bonus animated emotes. I don't know why I have their bonus ones. Okay, but I have 2 of those. I have a tier 2 standard emote and a tier 3 standard emote. I think these are emotes unlocked when you've subscribed for 2 tiers and 3 tiers. So there's that. And then I'm using all 5 of my static ones for the standard emotes that free users can use. So, all in all, you get how many? So you get 8, 9. You get 5 free ones that have to be not animated, and then you get 8 not animated ones and 8 animated ones. I guess 10 of each with tier 2 and 3, and then the bonus ones. I don't understand why I have bonus ones. Plus, I also have bits. What the? There's so many things. Upload unique emotes starting at 1K and higher. So apparently you can unlock emotes with bits somehow. That is fascinating. I'm not too much of what's the word? An artiste as much as I want to be. I have pumped out some pretty sick emotes, if I do say so myself, but they could be better. And I want to make more. I just haven't found the time for it. Because if I'm gonna work on stream stuff, I need to first fix stream interface before I start making emotes. And then that's basically it. That's all there is. Let's go, chat. Peak game making. I'm sorry to say, Kevonica, there will be no game making today. This is a boring coding stream. Hopefully they'll last it for a while, but I thought I was done with this, but there's one more thing I need to do with Silly Script, and that's adding in the recursive, what you call them, not macros, but I think of them as macros, because that's what the custom syntax basically is. But it's not. And so, God, where's the code for the, there it is, syntax name. So right now I need to figure out how, let's go chat, peak coding. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the energy. Yes. I'm suffering though, because I don't know how I don't know, because the way I've designed this code, I don't know how I'm going to access the stack of available syntaxes from this position in code, because all I have access to is parser, and parser doesn't have access to the things, because where you store them when you're parsing what? Expressions, because they're handled on a scope basis. So you go to, here it is, syntax scope. And even this isn't correct, because this is, you go to declarations, and that's where the custom syntaxes are. So really what I need is some way for when I parse a custom syntax declaration, the existing declarations need to be passed to this. And so I think I just passed declarations here. Is the way I say declarations weird? Declarations. Sorry, but my internet decided to crap itself as soon as you start explaining the emote thing and then play ads. You're a good unknown artist. It's you do unlock emotes with subscribers. Not a lot of emotes, but you do unlock them. And so I was saying something about how there's a difference between subscribers and sub points. There's some distinction on Twitch with subscribers and sub points. I'm looking at them right now. And I thought the idea was that every subscriber you get gets you a sub point, and you keep sub points even when they finish their subscription. But you don't. You lose the sub points. It's like, what's the fucking point of having them be two different numbers? Shouldn't it just be subscribers? I'm sure there's some reason. I'm sure if I just Googled it. Hey, Twitch, what's the difference between sub points and subscribers? Sub points are gained with each... Whoa. Subscriptions comes in 3 tiers. Each tier is worth an amount of points. These are called sub points. Oh. Anyway, it's based on sub points. So yeah, I'm glad you agree with me, Moon. Oh my god, there's so many people today. Hello, how are you? So you can lose emotes? I guess? You don't really lose the emotes. When you upload an emote, it goes into like this bank of emotes available on your channel, and then you can select which ones are available at any given time. So you don't really quote unquote lose the emote, you just lose that. So yeah, you do lose the emote, but Twitch keeps track of them, which is pretty nice. Hello, Davey's unofficial son, and also hello, Prosto Coat. God damn, y'all your fucking names. Prosto Cotiello. I'm gonna call you Prosto? It's the second one that really fucks me up. Cotylo. How's okay? Prosto Cotylo. That has to be it, right? Oh, I'm so jealous of your freaking Silk Song badge. Oh, it should have been me. It should have been me. Anyway, how's it going? So if all of a sudden your sub stopped being subbed, you would not have emotes for the... But what I was saying is you still have a bunch of emotes by default. You get 5 non-animated ones for free users, and then you get 10 non-animated and 10 animated ones for subscribers. So you get 25 emotes by default. The fact I don't have 25 emotes available is because I'm a failure. It's because I fucking have not taken the time to make more emotes. I should be filled with emotes. Same with you, Moonwood. You also need to get your shit together and make more emotes. I'm subscribed to you. I want my emotes. Oh, another streamer defeated. Oh, not the sloth. Not the sloth. Okay. But yeah. Oh, I'm doing pretty good too. But, okay, hold on. We're called out and it's not even my stream. I mean, it's fair. I click on my emotes and I see mine, and then right under it is yours. I'm like, I only have 3 rows. Then I go down Moonwood Alls. You have 3 plus 1. I bet I could beat that. Because the static ones are the easy ones. Those are the ones I haven't done. I just love the animated ones, and I hate that Twitch restricts you on that. Why the fuck can't I just have them all be animated? Like, it's so stupid. Because I'm sure there's people out there who don't want to animate emotes, who prefer more static renderings of their images, like a 2D artist, versus me, a 3D artist who can just fucking animate shit way easier. So I much prefer 3D, animated emotes. It sucks to such that restriction exists. It makes me so mad. Oh, there are all the Moonwood emotes. Oh, do they appear on stream chat properly? Oh, they even appear in did they appear? Where are they? Did I miss them? I don't know. Bread, animated bread, but Moonwood does got bread. Twitch needs their money. Exactly. The fun thing is about your RPG Maker plugins community-wise is that since you don't work with other engines, some people have to tinker with them to get them to work. Probably looking at me like, don't cite the deep magic to me, which I'll say when it was written. That was just a random tangent, but okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm not. You'll just have to find out and wait. I'm overhyping it by saying it like that. Don't get overhyped, but, yeah. So, yeah. 1 frame animation. A thing? Yeah, I might be doing a thing tomorrow on stream. We'll see. Don't be fucking hyped, because I don't have anything planned for it. Dude, okay, so I figured I'd do a thing where, since the 23rd of this month is the 10-year anniversary for not only my channel, but RPG Maker MV. The week up until that day, which starts tomorrow, I'd do a stream a day, and I'd call it the week of RPG Maker. And I'd stream RPG Maker development or something. Part of that would definitely be the remake of my my plugins website, which I've been fucking meaning to do forever, and I have to get done this month. That's what I promised people I would do. And so there's gonna be that, but that can't take more than a couple days. So the rest of the week, I guess, can just be like, I don't know, plugin development, maybe make a tiny game. Who freaking knows? So yeah, if you have any tiny requests, I might be willing to, what's the word? Enact, do, perform out of something them during the next week starting tomorrow. As a part of some Randev's RPG Maker week of the year. And then on the final day, I can say, hello, celebrating 10 years. Here's my new website. Here's a couple new plugins. Can I get an action battle system? Okay. Okay, bet Moonwood. Sounds good. I'll see what I can do. Or how about a 3D renderer? Well, it's funny you mention that, because I actually did write a 3D plugin for RPG Maker this year in a day. It was for Toasty's Game Jam when I made Soot Found, because I made that whole game in a weekend, and the first day was literally just making the 3D rendering like system for the fucking the gameplay, and then the entire second day was all the dialogue and all the actual RPG Maker stuff. So, you know, I mean, I guess I didn't really write a 3D renderer. I just integrated, you know, some other 3D library into RPG Maker, but, you know, I'm still gonna act like it's a big deal. How the flip do you do that? All I know is that me and my bestie already have a 20 to 30 hour RPG Maker game re-released. It's peaked because your old plugins are in it. What? Oh shit. Feel free to link that if you can. I want to see your 20 to 30 hour RPG Maker game. Holy cow, that sounds fantastic. Ooh. Aw. Anyway, wait, I gotta lock in while chat is not moving. Shit. Crimson Snow Deluxe. Oh, I actually have. This is an NSFW, right? I can show this on stream. Here, let me. I have browser on right now, so I can actually open a browser. Hooray. I open this. It's just nothing but genitals. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Oh shit. Have I seen some of this? I think you've posted this somewhere, right? Because I've seen bits of this, and I love the fucking art style. Oh yeah. This is out. Oh, and it's free. Okay. Oh shit. Oh my god. Hello. You can't hear my clapping because my mic is too good at like filtering shit, but I'm clapping right now. And yeah, I'm actually gonna download the demo. I mean, why am I gonna download the demo? I just might as well download the whole fucking game. Hold on. Let me do that. Oh my god, holy shit. How do you make RPG Maker not pixel? I mean, you just provided assets that aren't pixelated. I mean, I feel like it's that simple, right? Add to library. Okay, there we go. Cool. I'm not signing up to my library on here, but I assure you that it is now in the library. Yeah. Maybe, did you post this in Toasty server? Because I know I keep up with a lot of posts in Toasties. Maybe that's where I've seen it. Yeah, I've definitely seen your game around, and I am very excited. So yeah. Ooh. It's 20 to 30 hours? God damn, though. Good luck. I'm saying good luck to me. Yeah, I'll give this a play. Thank you so much. I think you posted. Oh, Moonwoods. Okay, duh. Yes, I also keep up with Moonwood's Discord. All right, makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say Moonwood. Don't assume. Yeah. Please, everyone go check out Crimson Snow Deluxe. And actually, release this early this year. Holy cow. So what do you have planned for I guess, like, now that this game's done, what horizons exist beyond the world of Crimson Snow Deluxe? Is there more? Is there a new game on in the works? Are there new things happening? Now, I was thinking about asking Toasty to play. Ah, hell yeah! I mean, if you got the cash, I believe Toasty will play anything as long as you pay enough. I don't remember the rates, but I remember I saw it and it was not bad. Definitely less than I would charge to play a game. But I'm actually not sure. But yeah, you definitely should. No reason not to, right? I'm sure you can get, if it's a free game, which is what's crazy to me is like, what was your choice on making it free? I feel like 20 to 30 hours is a lot of work. So I could never, especially when you have a demo ready too. Like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's your choice. It is your choice. Focus. Oh wait, I don't know. I was saying, but if I try to make art more than 32 by 32, it looks way too big. Well, I mean, I don't know. So there's plugins you can use to increase the resolution of the game, so that way you know, it might look better in context, I think. Right? Or something. But yeah. So I don't know. Like, I need to find something then. Yeah. Plus, I mean, I don't know. It's also like how you style the images, I guess. I'm trying to make art more than 32 by 32. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It also might depend on the engine. I know 32 by 32 sounds like it's VX Ace, right? I'm sorry, VX Ace? So it could also... Oh, XP specific. Yeah, that too. I feel like a lot of the Ruby engines do not have the smoothing that a lot of the other engines do. So it might be a bit more difficult. I would highly recommend, if you don't want a pixel style... God, excuse me. I had to move to MV/MZ, though I know those are kind of pricey still. I wonder what the cheapest MV price is currently. Like, oh, right now you get 90% off MV? It costs $8?
Make
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like MV is probably the best one, and it's $9. It's $8 right now. It's $7.99 USD. You know, back in my day, I had to pay $80 for that thing, and that was worth every penny. I made every dollar back. Maybe not through an RPG Maker game like I planned, but I did make the money back. Okay. All right. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. So when I parse this, I need to pass in the declarations that exist. Well, fucking... It's not... I don't have scoping set up. I don't have the context set up for... Like, maybe I could, though. I could have syntax scope. Add syntax declaration. I could have this stack. Like a separate parser scope for syntax declarations. I'd hate that, but I think it might be the only way. Which kind of makes sense. I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. So let me do that. So I want to go kick Moonman for absolutely no reason. Oh no! What Moonman do for that? What? No, you could never. God, wouldn't it be so fun if I had a kick emote right now, though? Oh, that'd be fucking funny. I don't have a kick emote, but I do have a headbutt emote, so feel free to use to link that. I don't know. I just crave violence. I see. I understand. I use it. Sometimes I also crave violence when the things don't work, but they're gonna work right now. And watch this. So I'm gonna create a stack of the available syntax declarations, and this has to be a oh fuck! I did the semicolon thing again in my documentation. No, var syntax stack is a stack of untyped syntax declarations. And this should also be positions. So let me do that. Positioned. And then this needs to be assigned to an array, and that should have an... Well, it should be a stack of a list, right? So array of these. And then I can initiate like that. So that there's always a bottom stack. And that's where I can then do push top, new array, and then syntax pop top, new, or I guess we don't do anything there. Okay, there we go. M&M. Why is the yellow M&M staring at me like that? Bread big IQ? Okay. Okay. Thank you for your contribution into my brain. I will accept and I will process later. So syntax stack dot last dot push declaration. But I only want to do this if it exists. Let's do that. And I think that works. Oh, I hate it. I hate that emote. Why would you do this to me? Why is it looking at me like that? Okay, I think this works. And then now that we're done with that, we have access to syntax stack, but I also need access to the scope here. So let me go ahead back to this. Wherever custom syntax, no, not this. Well, this should take a new parameter. It does, it takes the context already, which is perfect. Because if I pass this context to where I'm looking for this, so in here, context, what's it called? Context, expression parser context. There we go. If I do that, and then I go here and do this, final parser equals. This mirrors the music way too loud again. This always happens. I have to turn it down, and then it's going to get a quiet music. I'm not going to be able to hear it. Someone remind me to make sure I turn the music back up. Wait, what? You want to kick me? Yeah! Oh, God. Me on the way to kick movement. That's scary. What is that? Why is it coming towards me? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, parser... And then context, I'll have access to context dot syntax scope dot. I don't have anything. I have to. Oh, what is it? What is it? Okay, first of all, can I even access syntax scope? I can't. Okay. And then I do what? I have to call a function to find. The syntax scope is guaranteed to exist. First of all, so this doesn't really matter, but I have to make a function that finds the thing. So let me do that. Public function finds syntax declaration name string. Other than small little updates to CSD and such, translation updates and whatnot, me and my bestie have been thinking about making a little diner dash / dating sim game. Aww. That sounds cute as hell! Hell yeah! Okay, well, good luck. I hope for the best. What engine did you use for Crimson Snow Deluxe? Is that it? I feel like it's one of the M's, right? Probably MV? I guess you did say you used my plugin, so it's probably MV, yes. God damn it. I don't know why chat is sometimes so fast to respond. No, come back here, Moonwood Games. Yes, MV. Okay. I guess I meant to ask you your next game. Do you plan to switch to MZ, or do you feel like MV is more of the way to stick because you're used to it? Or like, I don't know, move into a new engine, like a Godot. But you know, that's some people's goals. They say like, once I make my RPG Maker game, I'm gonna make the next one in Godot. And it feels like there's a split of like people who stick with RPG Maker after they finish an RPG Maker game, and people who will move forward to a more like a more advanced engine, I guess you could say, to sort of expand their horizons with a genre. Which, I mean, either one is cool. I just curious. RPG Maker MV for life? That's valid. That's kind of, I don't know, Moonwood. I feel like you're definitely on the trajectory of like getting better and better at coding, that you're not gonna be able to stick around with RPG Maker forever. I think that you clearly are know a lot of JavaScript, and it, you know, your capacity to use code to solve problems is going to make you want to move towards grander projects of more of more whatever something. So I don't know. Whatever you say, MV for life. I mean, if I had to choose an RPG Maker, MV for life, 100%. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay, I didn't even open this. Oh, well, whatever. Go download Crimson Snow Deluxe. I have the RPG Maker that's for Godot. I got that for free. They contacted the freaking GG, whatever their company is. What's the Japanese one that does it? They all like change their company name so often, but I have the Godot one, and I haven't used it. I should probably try it, but I opened it a tiny bit, and it was really bad. Gotcha Games, yes. Yeah, so I wonder if this is good, because it has been getting updates, but I haven't heard anything about it. Like, after RPG Maker Unite, people truly do not care anymore. It's so weird, but people did love... There were people using Pixel Game Maker, and I knew them. So I wonder if there's like a action game maker community right now. Oh, that'd be cool. The issue is like the amount of like difficulty it is to learn action game maker is the same amount it takes to learn Godot, it feels like. So why even bother? I don't know. And the trailer looks so mid. Everything is so ugly looking. Get it like that one ad for Toys R Us. I'm an RPG Maker kid. And that one doesn't really flow off the tongue as well, but I see what you're going for there. And I also see a yellow box in my stream interface. Let me fix that. Click that. There we go. Envy is more of the way for me. I've used it for several years, so I know it well. A while ago, I thought about porting it to Unreal. Whoa, okay, that's a big jump, because I had this problem of trying to fix something that's already perfect. But I don't have that problem anymore, so I'll stick with MV. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever engine it takes to release art, to release cinema, I just want the cinema. But yes, good job. Find syntax declaration. Given name returns the untyped custom declaration available from this position, from this scope. The parser is currently in? Is that? I don't know. We have voice acted animated cutscenes, so yes, it truly is peak cinema. Oh shit, no way. I've always wanted to get into voice acting, but it's hard. It's very competitive. So I always think to myself, you know, one day I'll have a game and I'll voice act it myself. And that's how I get to be called myself a voice actor. And I'm glad other people, presumably, maybe you've hired voice actors and such, but I have so much aura because I only use the redeems that cost 10. Do I even have any redeems that don't cost 10? Oh, I do have the choose an emote and highlight my message for the cheapest possible prices. What I really want is choose an emote to be like as 10 or 5 or some useless number, so everyone can have every emote ever. But the minimum they let you do it for is 80, which sucks. Which sucks again. It's like, why the hell can't I just let people use my emotes? I don't understand. Can't I just have like other benefits to subscribing that I develop myself? No, you have to restrict the emotes that you don't even really. You have to make sure half of them are animated, half of them aren't animated, regardless of your preference. Anyway, given name returns the untyped custom syntax declaration available from the scope. The parsers available from the parser's current scope. Okay, and so then we do for syntax list and syntax stack, top to bottom iterator. I gotta go now. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. I hope so too. I hope I can finish this feature and never touch this fucking language again. I'm tired. This is supposed to be a 1-week project and it's October 16th. That's 2 weeks and 2 days. I don't want any more days. Let me finish this. Let me go. Let me be free. Oh, you know that RPG Maker Week thing I was talking about? It was supposed to be today, but I got too invested in this, and so I did this instead. But I put in the thumbnail for the stream that it's the finale, so it's going to be the finale, whether I like it or not. For syntax in syntax list, if syntax dot value dot name equals name, return syntax, then return null, and this is going to return a nullable positioned untyped custom syntax declaration. Okay. All right, now that we have this function, we can go back to this one where we can call this and use the syntax name, which should just be a string, right? Yeah, so this will be final syntax declaration equals this, and if this is not equal null, then we can, I don't know what we can do. We have to call this maybe, and we have identifier with position, but what is that? Okay, no, that's that makes sense. So what I need is the position starting from this right here. So that would be position is, oh goodness gracious. So this is for a game jam, isn't it? No, it's not for a game jam. This is for my main game. This programming language I am writing to use as a scripting language for my main game for configuring is it configuring a word? For configurating cutscenes and events within levels, which I already have a whole drag and drop thing for in Godot, but configuring just use Lua. No, this is way faster than Lua. This is infinitely faster than Lua. I mean, not in terms of implementation, but in terms of execution. This is really good. And this is one of the, I know people keep giving me shit. I get nonstop shit every time I do anything fun with code. People are always giving me shit about how you can actually, yes, I know. There's a million solutions to everything, but I want a UI where I can toggle between the drag and drop and the code, which means I need code that I can represent as data and is simple enough that I can swap back and forth between. If Lua is too complicated, because I can't convert Lua code to a perfect representation of my drag and drop event system. Now, what I'm saying right now makes no sense at all, and that's okay, because if you keep watching, you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll all come together when this project is done, hopefully by the end of October. And that's when people will eat their grass. They'll eat their grass so hard. I just want MV games on 3DS already. Easy RPG does now already work. Now let it be for modern games. Yeah, I wonder if that's possible. I feel like the 3DSs should be powerful enough to run web games. So maybe 3DS run HTML game. Emulation HTML on 3DS. Is it possible to run HTML on 3DS? Didn't someone already tell you not to post this? Post in white text? I'm guessing you mean HTML5 games. So you're talking about Flash. Yeah, you can probably port some HTML. Like, I feel like the 3DS could totally play an HTML game. Why not? It can play 3D stuff. A collection of browser games and other stuff for the Nintendo 3DS. Oh, there we go. Ooh, what's this? People put MV games on there through Lua, but it's a nightmare to implement. You gotta rewrite everything, all the code. That really? Really? That's the only way? Maybe. I guess the issue is it's not going to have the same graphics driver because Pixie.js needs what's it called? It needs the thing. It needs fuck. What does Pixie.js need? It needs what? Not WebG. Is it WebGL? I get that confused with WebGPU, but it's WebGL, right? So it needs that, which I guess 3DS might not have, which makes sense. I see there's JavaScript interpreters, but yeah, I guess no. From what I've seen, yeah, only know one person who's done it. I bet I could do it. I bet if I had infinite time, I could totally make it so RPG Maker MV games are compatible on the 3DS, but I'm not going to. So yeah, unfortunately, you'll just have to suffer as fun and cool as the 3DS is. God, I want to make just a console game one day. I cannot wait for me to finish my game so I can not port it to console, because apparently it's hard and inaccessible, but hopefully one day. It is my dream. It is my dream. My dream was to release a Switch game, but I never finished the game, so I can never release a Switch game. But thankfully it was a Switch 2, so I can kind of extend my dream by, you know, if I get it on the Switch 2, it still counts the same, right? Right? Anywho, what do I do here? This needs to be right. This needs to be this. And then name? Why is there a name here? Name, oh, okay, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. I don't. Oh, here's what I have to do. I probably have to put this inside of here. Oh, that's such a hassle. Oh, that's a hassle. Oh, that is a fucking hassle to casserole my asshole. Jesus hell. Okay. Maybe you could do it when you have time. That could be a fun project. 3DS has a large user base these days, thanks to modding. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Do not get your hopes up. It will not happen. I promise you 100%. But maybe. I'd need to first make an RPG Maker game to be motivated to do it. But I don't think I ever will. I think well, maybe one day. I definitely want to release. It's like one of my to-dos is release an RPG Maker game. Because I did do a lot of stuff in RPG Maker, so I feel like it makes sense. If you can't put it on Switch, you could put it on the better platform, the Steam Deck. That is true. RPG Maker games do work on the Steam Deck pretty easily. So it is very fair. I've actually played a couple on my Steam Deck. It is very nice. I enjoy it. I like it. And then I gotta merge with this result, which is what? Oh, I need to get the position for this. Okay. Peak with position, and this needs to come out. So maybe syntax identifier this. Maybe syntax identifier dot value, and then well, there's some weird stuff with null safety. So I have to do if this is not equal null, do this. So this should return if this is not null. But it's possible this could still be null. But it's only possible this continues if this is not null. So null safety should pass with this. Ours works on Steam Deck. We just have custom controls on it. I love the thing. It literally replaced all my consoles aside from my 2DS, of course. It's pretty good. I'm very happy with the Steam Deck. I've had that vibe with a lot of people. It fills a gap that the Switch told us that we were missing, which is the mobile. I guess it's not necessarily even mobile gaming as much as it is like laying in bed gaming. That's what was lost when the 3DS died, and now it has been brought back by the Steam Deck, better than ever, in a beautiful fashion, of course. What did I play on my Steam? I haven't touched my Steam Deck in a while actually, but I was emulating Metroid Prime, I think, for the GameCube. That's a good game. I wish I was playing Metroid Prime right now instead of doing this. God, I wish. Okay, I gotta concentrate for a sec, because I really hate this repetitive code. I think, do I need this in here? I don't. So I could probably move this out to here. And then that gets rid of this repetitive code right here. And then I still have this, which is kind of a hassle, but there's not much I can really do about that. Enough of this code seems pretty unique that I can justify this, though, so I guess this is okay. I suppose I'll let it go. Let it go, let it go. But, okay, so find syntax. Okay, so I guess I'll say if I can't. Hey, it's not as repetitive as Pirate Software, so that's a plus. Is that a thing? Is that a fucking thing? What does that mean? I don't watch Pirate Software enough to know these references. Oh god. So that's a plus. I might adopt that. That's pretty funny. I feel like what is mine? What is my catchphrase? I definitely I'll have to think about that for a bit. Of course, now that I'm thinking, I know there's one. I am not very creative. I cannot help but repeatedly repeat the things that must be repeated from my brain. Okay, so expected type. I want, this is a parser, so unknown syntax name. Names. Okay, that'll be good. And then we'll put that here. And the name will be syntax name. Then the value, or the position, we already have because we can use maybe syntax identifier dot position. And this is totally going to work because it can't get here unless it's not null. So everything's going to work here, right? Guess we'll recompile and find out. Here, I've added bat scripts to this, and I don't have to run test file. There we go. Please work. Please clap. Or have so many errors that it causes an issue where it repeats. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Restart language server. Show me the errors. Show. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so fucking many. Okay. Let's get started. Compile error 75. Oh, I forgot to add I have to actually add this error. Okay, that's fair. That's an obvious one. I miss this one all the time. So this so I added a parser error called, and this goes below type cannot have subtypes. Let's go here. Case, a name. People have been talking about the code of Heartbound Pirate Software's badly written game that is barely updated in 8 years, and how the code is terrible, and there's tons of videos about it on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I made a little mention of this on Moonwood's stream, but I actually think the code isn't too bad, and I think people, I'm not a big fan of those kinds of such. You caught me at. I'm not sure the right way to word this, because you can definitely objectively say some code is bad or good, but of the criticisms I saw towards Pirate Software's code, I found them to be very vacant in their content, I guess I'd say. So, I don't know. I think there's no such thing as perfect code, and therefore anyone you want to hate, you could definitely just criticize their code no matter what, because performance and human readability are two incompatible things. So you can always criticize one of those things about a piece of code because it's impossible to do both. And so, yeah, well, my least favorite criticism of, don't get me wrong, I'm a Pirate Software hater, just to be clear. I hated Pirate Software before it was cool. I really, really disliked Pirate Software's website, where they do like a list of all the like this, to be fair, a very inspiring and well-meaning article about why you should try to make games, but it does so by putting down the efforts and the efforts of other game developers. Like, oh, the Undertale's coded bad, but like it's not really like like that, and it doesn't inspire non-coders, right? Like, you don't tell someone who doesn't know how to code that, oh, hey, Undertale's code is quote-unquote bad, and that doesn't help them in any way. So, yeah, I don't know. What was I going to say? I was going to say, but what I hated was, there was a criticism that a lot of people latched onto, which is the magic numbers, where, like, Pyro Software puts in some arguments to a function and they're just numbers, and like, actually, what you should do is assign this number to a variable, and that variable describes what it does. And it's like, well, fucking, there's hundreds and hundreds of numbers you'd have to do that for. The file would become unbearably massive if you did that. That is an unreasonable expectation. It is okay to pass raw numbers to functions because the parameters will already have names for the arguments. So inherently, they are already documented. That's a whole thing. Anyway, Sneezy, sorry for the delay. What are you making? I am working on a scripting language for my game called SillyScript that I plan to use to design cutscenes and arbitrary level events in my 3D platformer. Currently, I'm adding the final feature, which is a thing that'll let me have recursive custom syntax declarations, which is a very, very complicated way of saying it lets me program the language within the language. So lacking essentially. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of those videos, so I can't really say one way or the other because I just don't like those kind of things. I feel, I don't know. You can criticize anyone's code. It's such like a shitty way of like just making people feel bad for I don't know. You can't, it holds people to an unreasonable standard, I think. Prosto, Tylo, fucking your name, goddamn. It's not about code being bad, but about calling bad code good. It's not even about code at all. It's just about being an asshole. Which is, yeah, that's the real criticism of Pyro Software, is that they're an asshole. But what makes me upset is when the fucking the you know the screenshot. Everyone saw the screenshot of like the Pirate Software, like the drama channels, and how you take a snapshot and it's just like rows and rows of Pirate Software videos with all the same thumbnails. And you know, motherfuckers run out of stuff to like talk about, so they just start making up stupid shit because it's like, fuck, I don't know. Pyro Software's code sucks. And it's like, if the code doesn't lag the game, and the only person who has to interact with that is a single dev, then what is the criticism? Oh my god, the code's hard to read? Okay, so what? The burden's on the developer? Okay, who cares? If a person draws the Mona Lisa with a single pen, that's not, you're not criticizing them by saying, oh my god, your workflow is so awful. If anything, it should be, you know, complimented that they are able to create such a polished product through that medium. And if they don't, criticize the polish of the product, not the way they do it, because, you know, it's just a cheap and shitty and meaningless thing. So yeah, I don't know. I went too deep. I hate that I'm defending Pirate Software. Don't fucking I'm defending the concept. What I hate more, this is an extension of my genuine hate, which is I really hate that people say shit like Undertale is coded bad, quote unquote, which is such a bullshit. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I definitely have on stream. But Undertale is coded bad is such a, for all the reasons I just described, meaningless and like not, what's a word for like, doesn't have any content, it doesn't mean anything. They always cite the dialogue file, but it's like, what's the alternative? To put all the dialogue instead of in a giant code file into a giant Excel file? What's the difference? It's all still in one big file. The only difference then is that you have to write your own scripting interpreter to handle all the cutscene data instead of just interpreting it directly from the programming language, which then you do something what I'm doing right now, but I get criticized for what I'm doing right now for just not doing a simpler method, which would be the Undertale giant dialogue file that Undertale gets criticized for. And so it's like, fucking, you can always criticize code. You can always criticize code. You can always criticize code, no matter what. So that's why it's also fucking meaningless. It's also, the first thing I did, when the first response I got when I posted my, my little devlog for this language is, was like someone being like, you know, you just use YAML, right? And, you know, they're very nice about it. But I was like, yeah, but you don't understand. The point is that I don't want to have such a bloated piece of, you know, data structure to work with, or something and also, you know, whatever. And that's fine. That is a valid criticism. I could just use YAML or JSON. But like, the fact of, I don't know. There's too much. I gotta read chat. Pirate fanboy confirmed. No, Moonwood, don't say that. Oh, God. At least Heartbound runs well with the code. Don't call Undertale poorly coded in a negative way when your code is that way too. That is so fucking valid though, Kavanica, because I agree. I think Pirate Software I think Pirate Software totally deserves this shit because Pirate Software perpetuated the Undertale is coded bad thing. So Pirate Software 100% deserves it. I'm just saying, I don't know. I agree. I fucking agree. I agree 100. That's what's so funny about it. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? Why do you have this whole article at your main page that ends with you suck at coding? Well, Undertale sucks. Its code sucks. Therefore, you can make a game. It's like, well, yeah, but and then you watch a pirate like clip, and you'll watch Pirate Software just go through a giant fucking data file to modify things. And it's like, well, fucking that's the same thing as the dialogue file from Undertale. And you know, the funny part is that that's a really effective way to do things. Just have a giant data file, because how else are you going to do it? Have a giant file that's a UI instead of a text file. You know, it's fine. It's fine. But don't criticize it if you do the exact same thing. You're so right. You have some good points there. I feel like some of the arguments against them are kind of stupid and stretched. Yeah. Well, you know, you're hated on the internet, and then you could say whatever you want at that point. Which, once again, I was the first Pirate Software hater, and now it's cool. And then all these fucking weirdos can't even hate correctly. Like, it sucks. Oh yeah, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years, therefore we shouldn't preserve games that don't have history. Yeah, criticize that. That's so dumb. Ugh. It's so great though. It was so wholesome. That period of Pirate Software hate was so beautiful because people cared. People cared about a fucking cause, and it like changed things for the better. And it's so great. It's so great. Once I had Prostokotilo. Once I had a viewer who told me that I must be a junior dev. He got that deduction based on my coding style. Soft face. You guys, yeah. Oh, you see, this is why I'm gonna code my game in Rust, because then all the fucking no one can criticize me. I'm coding in Rust. It's like it's a language where its only criticism is that people have too much of a skill issue to use it. So therefore, I can never be criticized because I am using the hard language. And yeah. I feel like my code's pretty good though in terms of structure. I know. No, you code it in Smile Basic. Maybe. It's so funny. Maybe that's why I haven't gotten a lot of that kind of criticism, specifically because I use such weird languages. It's like, oh yeah, you're coding your hacks? The fuck is a hacks? You could just say, oh no, this is just how you have to do it in hacks. This is just how I'll code my next game in Moonwood. We could actually make that happen. Because the benefit of SillyScript is that it is a representation of like sequential event data. And that a good example of that is RPG Maker events. You could write RPG Maker events in SillyScript, convert it to JSON, and then that would be valid JSON that can be used by RPG Maker. So 100%. You could code RPG Maker games with SillyScript, and I think that might be something I try and add as a thing in my week of RPG Maker is add SillyScript support to RPG Maker. So you're telling me there's a chance? There is a chance, and I think you'd be an appreciator, I bet, because you have really complicated events. No promises, but I don't know how I'd do it though, because like I wish there was a way I could add, like a way you can copy, like you can get the clipboard from RPG Maker MV and paste it somewhere, and then that program would convert that paste into SillyScript, and then you could copy that from that program and it could paste it as RPG Maker events. But the way clipboards work in Qt, which is RPG Maker's like software engine for the editor, is that they're stored with like a key value pair in the reg editor for some, it's some complicated thing I don't understand. I've done it once, so I'm sure I could do it again, but oh yeah, there's absolutely a chance. There's 100% a chance. In fact, I was wondering what I'm gonna do for that week, but now I have a goal and I kind of love it. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm coding for many years, long enough to don't give a smack about code being bad or good. It's more about the coder being a stupid idiot. And that's the ultimate thing, isn't it? Is that code criticisms are like, as I mentioned, unless code is just abhorrently terrible, code criticisms about readability are bullshit, especially for a personal project, because you're the only one bearing the burden. So who gives a shit? But code criticisms, for them to be valid, need to be based on performance. You need to say, here's a benchmark of how this improves the code by this amount and makes X product better to the consumer, not just to the developer. And that's where you have something valid. And people, so I think the response to someone being like, oh, your code is like, how does your suggestion make the game better? How does it make it? It doesn't. It's meaningless. Peak coding engine for peak gaming. I saw weird shit. Something that you read and could say for sure, oh yeah, that's a shit. This dude don't know how to write a code. Yeah. Glad I could help. Hell yeah. I'm glad I could maybe help. No promises though. There is no promises. I first must finish this fucking piece of shit. I have to go through. There's gonna be a name for this when I just have a wall of errors and I need to go through them all and fix them. I gotta climb the wall of errors. That's what I'm gonna call it. All right, let me just climb real fast. Let me just climb this sheer cliff of fucking errors. There is no syntax declaration available at this point of parsing named name. There we go. And that has a period. Do that. Yes, I put my periods after the quotes, even though in America, technically they're supposed to do it before. I don't give a shit. I think they're better outside the quotes. Don't at me. Masked piss. I love these little guys running around down there. Thank you, Masked Piss. I'm glad you like them. If you change your color in chat, you can actually change the color of your guy. I want to do more of them in the future, but right now all I can do is use the kick command to make him kick. And if you kick, you can break the fence. And yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Please enjoy. I suggest Bugathon. Yeah, but I feel like a Bugathon implies like a whole day thing, like it's an event. But it's not an event. It's just like 20 minutes of suffering. This is just a 20-minute Bugathon. Unknown custom syntax of this name. Now, the issue is I've done this before, and I don't usually use quotes around the name, so does it really... Like right here, name is undefined. I don't quote it. So should I be, like, quoting this right here? I guess not. I already quoted in the main one, so who cares? 20 minutes of suffering? 20 minutes of brain buffering to figure out these errors. Okay, show error. What's next? Oh my god, there's so many. What have I changed? Parse error should be... Wait, what? Compile error 76? 78. What? Oh crap, this needs to be parser. Whoops. Whoopsie-doo. I took a piss on you. That is the theme song of me. Masked piss. And like, you know, in my head, I envision you as like... Never mind. Never mind. Just like, I don't know. Like a superhero that's masked and they fucking go around, like they fly by pissing down on the ground and it like propels them up. Okay, see, this is why I should just not say things. Custom syntax scope. Here it is, 85. I could have sworn there's a way I could click these and it brings me there, but I guess not right now. What's the issue? Oh, this is a position, so I need to do that. Okay. I wish you would have told me that when I was coding it, but thanks, editor. Identify syntax not a part of the Luxo token. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Delc parser 232. There's gonna be an added 1 minute. Enjoy your ads, peasants. Gotta go prep for my. Oh yeah, Moonwood streaming today. Oh shit, guys, go watch Moonwood instead of me. We're gonna raid Moonwood once the stream is over, so don't leave me for Moonwood yet. Prosto Kyotolia. It will fucks me up. It's a K-O-T. In my head, I think of that as like one phrase, but no, it's Kotilo. I think that makes more sense. Kotilo? Prosto Kotilo. It's just a regular bug, just one of many. Just a silly little guy who's chewing your beautiful code lines. That might have given me a game idea. I would love to play Masked Piss, the game. Masked Piss. So please do it. Please, I beg of you. Stay with some random. Yeah, you can if you want. I would appreciate it, but you don't have to. Custom 22223. Okay, there we go. What's this? Okay, I fixed that. Unknown identifier here. Oh shit, that's right. That isn't identified because it needs to be parsed out here. Probably also make this look a little better, like this. Okay. I guess this needs to be better here. Might as well clean this up. Is that good? What's the issue here? Wait, what's happening? Void should be silly script parser result. Here we go. Either. What do you mean void? Why do you do these things to me? What does this mean? What do you mean? Parser. Okay, so I did parser here correctly. So I guess I just fucked up there. Restart. Sorry for typos. Oh no, you're good. I wasn't struggling with the typos. I was struggling with your name still. Whenever I read someone's message, I usually want to say their name beforehand. But you fucking grind me to a halt because I'm like, Prosto. It's like, it's not just like both. It's like both words are very. I think I got Prosto down. Prosto Kotilo. Is that how we say it? Like, how, I need you to write out how I'm supposed to say the name. And it's okay that if you don't, because even if you do, I'm not going to remember it. You're going to have to remind me again. 240 error. Custom parser should be. Okay, so this needs. Stop, get out of the way. I think it's going to be value.id. And that fixes that? Oh, no. Okay, how about t.id? Okay, there we go. And then 236. 236. 236. 2. Every English streamer struggling with my nickname. What language does your nickname derive from? But my thing still stands. You should tell me. It is what it is. Oh, okay, this needs to be context, I bet. And then restart. Show error. Oh, the errors are back. Another new wall. Ukraine. Oh, okay. But it didn't answer my question. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Is it Prosto Kotilo? That can't be it, right? I feel like Kotilo is pronouncing it in like a more literal way, like you would for like a Japanese name, maybe. Like you separate it into like pairs of 2 letters. So Prosto Kotilo. Second word is a pun, but Slavic letters are different. Masked Piss. It's written down in ideas document. I'm doing the 20 games challenge at the moment and planning to break from the list pretty soon. Oh shit, no way. Oh my god. Do you have an itch-o where you're making the games? What game are you on right now? I want to see Masked Piss's games. I literally can't write you in a way how to say it. Damn. Well, I'm sorry. I guess we'll never know then. If one day they'll add like voice messages to Twitch. I guess there is text to speech. What I need to do is add text to speech. You donate $1 and then you attempt to make it sound correctly using the text to speech. And then I get $1 every time. Argument value. What is this? Should be ambiguous. Something. Okay, this is getting crazy. What is the context for this? Expression input, which takes an ambiguous type, but this isn't. Wait, so what? This is an ambiguous type, though, right? No, this is being received from the result of this function, and then this argument has a type that is either ambiguous or custom syntax. Okay, so I need to switch argument, value type, case, left, which is, if you really want to know, copy blah da 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 into Google Translator, choose UK. UK? Oh, UA, not UK. Okay. Press speaker icon. Okay. It'd be really fun if I did this and it just said like Among Us or or like, oh, I see it, Prosto Kotilo. Oh, okay, the way they do it without a Y makes it make a bit more sense. It says Bulgarian here, but you said UA. Or I guess that's Ukrainian.
Just a kitten.
Okay, obviously I clicked the wrong side.
Просто котило.
Oh shit.
Просто котило.
Prosto Kotilo.
Просто котило.
Prosto Kotilo.
Просто котило.
Prosto Kotilo. Am I saying it right? Prosto Kotilo? Like, how would I say it? Prosto Kotilo? Prosto Kotilo. Like that? I'm on game number 5. Hooray! I apparently I pronounced it correct. All right, Prosto Kotilo. I don't know. Like, you have to do like do like Prosto. But like, I don't know if I'm. I'm just trying to mimic the fucking thing. Okay. I'm on game number 5 right now. There's a pin icon in my way. My itch is just masked piss. I've only posted 2 of them so far though. Pong and Flappy Bird. Rated them in Lua and using Love 2D. Oh shit. So far it's been a really fun way to learn stuff. And it's actually clicking this time. Let's go. I feel that. I fucking feel that so hard where like you want to get into a new engine or a new thing and you just can't figure it out. But if you just keep trying, one day you open that shit up as a project and it just makes sense. It just like, it feels like you leveled up and everything just makes sense now. And that's basically how I've like learned to do everything, is that I give it a shot, I give up, I come back like a week later or a month later or a year later or a couple years later. But then it makes sense after I do that a couple times. Okay, what is left? Left is ambiguous type. Okay. Ambiguous type. Okay. Maximus, our man. Hell yeah. I enjoy Pong. My first game I programmed was also Pong. I like it. Ambiguous here. And then case right is custom syntax ID. And tokens push. It's not expression input, it's what? Oh, I don't have something for this. How many versions of like custom syntax tokens do I need? Dear God. Okay, like, okay. Custom syntax input. I guess I'll just do ID, custom syntax ID. ID is the ID for the custom syntax declaration. Okay. So we do that. Where the hell do I go? So many new errors now. Hooray. I love errors. Oh, we go here. Let me add this. Okay. Cool. Why is this not working? Either should be positioned. What? So I need to do dot value on top of that, which then gives me the ambiguous type, and then I have to map this position to this value, and that's a whole thing. Oh god, I hate how deep this code is. This should probably be on position. And then, is that right? Can I use? Yeah, I can. What's the issue? Missing fields for this and this. Let me do. Wait, no, this is for either. But no, I don't want either. I want the positioned either, which is what I'm doing, right? Because this is positioned. Yes. Spooky coding. Ooh, yeah. It's so deep. Look how fucking deep this goddamn branch is. And here's another thing where it's like, okay, but what is the right way to do this, quote unquote? Because I could put a lot of this into a separate function, but then I lose the simplicity of having this move in like a linear fashion. Code organization is so subjective. But I think I should move it to a different function. Yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Okay. This is going to be parse. Wait, what do I have here? Parse. So I already have like a parse syntax template argument. So I need just static function, parse syntax template argument with triangle brackets. I have no idea. I don't know. Expression parse. Oh, this is so bad. I hate this. I hate it here. I hate this so much. Okay, bring that down there. I like that. If no match. See, this is why I can't, because I need access to parser, and that's the whole thing. Well, I guess I do start the state here. Okay. It's good. Great for beginners. It also dabbled in Pico 8 a bit too, which is super transferable. I want a Pico 8, but for 3D stuff, because I only want to make 3D games. I'm sure it exists out there, but it doesn't exist in the same capacity in like infamy, not infamy, but famy, this famousness as Pico 8, and that makes me sad. I mean, I guess you could argue that, like, make like a retro 3D game, like I guess an N64 or like a DS. I really want to make like a DS 3D game. If I ever go back into my retro handheld phase, I'm definitely making a 3D platformer for the DS. Yeah, a Pico 64. That would be so sick. That would be so cool. Can you help me with the name of a status effect? I chose burning for fire type dot effect, frostbite for cold dot. What would be a good word for shock? Okay. Burn. So like the shock would still be doing damage per turn, right? Because in Pokemon they use paralysis, but that doesn't damage you like over time. That just makes it so you lose speed. But you want something that still damages you. So for shock, I would say electrocuted, maybe? Maybe electrocuted. Electrocuted. Or for shock type. But I feel like burning frost. Look, it's burning frostbite. Electrocuted more. Like, is the idea that you're constantly being shocked? Let me look this up. Define electrified. Okay, I think the word you're looking for is electrified. According to this, electrified is charged with electricity, having an electric current passing through. Which I feel like that makes sense, right? So electrified. I'm gonna put that in chat. Yep, in my game you have stack type effects. When you gain 100 of it, it's turning into one damaging effect. Oh, so it's kind of like Dark Souls, right? Where you have to, like, it builds up, and then when you get like the max, it like does the effect. So stack effect, I just call a shock stack, so I can't use it again. See, I'd say electrified if it does damage, right? But what was the word I was using before that wasn't electrified? I don't know. Zapped? You could also do zapped if it's like a one-time damage, though. Like, because I think zapped is a pretty cool word. Z-A-P-P-E-D. Like, define zap. Destroy or obliterate. Oh, I guess maybe zap isn't. I feel like zap is used for a lot of, I don't know. Like, kind of like in DS games, literally inspired by those. Interesting. I don't know if I've played a DS game like that, but maybe. Pico 8 Yeah, I might be the person that makes Pico 64 one day, unless Pico is a is a trademarked thing, which it probably is. But oh my god, what I would give for Pico 64. That'd be so cool. That would be so fucking cool. Plays entirely, but runs on Windows, Mac, Linux when you turn it on. The machine greets you with a command line, a suite of cartridge creation tools, and an online cartridge browser called Splore. Ooh. I wonder how it enforces the performance restrictions of the machine. Like, because surely they have a limitation on what you can and can't do. I don't know. Anywho, it seemed like cool enough people to be stoked about it if you made a Pico 6. Yeah, maybe. I feel like I don't have the skills quite yet, but maybe one day. 3D is such a huge jump from 2D in so many ways. Plus, the thing is, it also needs to be portable. So I wonder how you would make. You need to like rewrite your own. That's how you do it. That's how you do a Pico 64. Is it would be a software rendering instead of using the GPU. It need to be that all the 3D effects are done through software rendering, which is what I just said. That'd be pretty cool. But there should be a GPU option. But I mean, the point is that it's a low performance engine, right? But then you still need to have like some basics of, like applicable. Yeah, I don't know. Plus Collision. Oh god, Collision in a 3D Pico. Okay, what am I working on? Oh yeah, triangle opals, putting this into a function. So I run this, and I put context in here. And then this isn't going to magically work, unfortunately, because I need to push the tokens in. So for that, okay, so I'll return the token that I want to push. So I'll do this here, and then this here. And then I will return this. And this will return, I think, just a token, right? Wait, what's happening here? Missing semicolon? Oh, fair enough. You are indeed missing a semicolon. This one's missing a semicolon too. And then I return, and what do I return? What are these called? Let me get rid of this. What is this? It's an custom syntax declaration token. Okay. There we go. So this now return the token, which you then push onto tokens. So tokens.push this, and it should always return one. So there we go. Restart language server. They seem cool enough. Yeah. Sorry, I already read that. Sorry, your orange name stuck out to me. I was like, ooh, new message. Alas, it was just the same message. I guess it is an orange though, because you don't have a color, so you're actually uncolored. And orange is the color that Twitch gave you for my side today. But no. If you want a genuine color as a goober, you must select it yourself. Unmatched patterns, custom syntax input, and custom syntax scope 105. Okay. 105. Thank God for static typing. Case this. We have to match these. Oh, custom syntax token. This is converting these to this format. All right, so let me put the ID in here. Okay, fair enough. Next error. Let's climb the wall a bit more. Show error. Custom syntax delc parser. 182. Okay, 182. What's the issue with this? Oh, it doesn't know what parser is. Okay, final parser equals context not parser. Okay. Restart. What's next? Show error. One more. 141 unmatched patterns custom syntax. Okay. That's 40. 41. Where? Wait, what? Is this the right file? Custom. Oh, it's typer. Oh shit. That's fair. I did not do anything on the typer yet. 41. Here we are. Ooh, okay. I guess I do need to type the expression. What? Wait, what the hell? What is this? Oh, it looks like they do have a 3D one called Boxatron. Seems neat. Ooh. Boxatron. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god, it's coming. Oh, Ooh. So the voxels actually align to a voxel grid. That's my biggest thing with voxel games. I hate it when the voxels are unaligned to the grid. And it pisses me off so much. No, these are definitely a lot. I can tell by the gameplay video GIF they have right there. Where you can definitely... oh my god, I love that. The fantasy console and collection of games are entirely out of voxels. The alpha version comes with the powerful arena shooter and the action adventure cartridges, as well as powerful design tools to make your own voxely games. Make your own carts or remix other carts with the included set of design tools. Create your own animations, characters, pickups, music, and build worlds out of them. As well as official carts, including with Voxitron, there is also a growing collection of user-made games that can be played via in-game BBS Card Explorer. Cartridges posted on the BBS are also shareable via an HDMI 5 player. Oh shit! That is really sick. I love that. I will definitely make a game with this. Thank you for sharing. Holy whoa. Maybe I should buy this. Voxitron for $19.99. I didn't realize Pico was paid and wow, huh? What's Picotron then? Picotron is a fantasy workstation, a self-contained creative environment built for imaginary hardware. Create and share cute Lua apps that can run on the Picotron desktop. This is so cool. God, I should have been the one that made Pico. Fuck, it should have been me. Oh, it's so smart. Oh, it's so brilliant. Flexible graphic. Oh god, it's all so cool. Voxitron is so cool. I want to make a voxel game so bad. If only making voxel characters wasn't so fucking impossible to do. I want an editor that lets me convert my animated polygonal character to voxel frames. Is that too much to ask for? Because that's all I could ever ask for. Picotron is like Pico 8 on steroids. I did notice there was like a 3D demo on Picotron, so maybe you could... I mean, you can also do 3D in Pico. I've seen that too. Like Pico 8 3D. Oh, there's literally this Pico 3D, a powerful, easy 3D renderer for Pico 8. Yeah, but like, who wants to use that? Oh, I clicked on it. Oh, I'm Pico 8ing. Oh, whoa. Wait, why is it like this? Oh! Sorry, I should probably play this in a place you can see. Hold on. Don't forget to go play Crimson Snow Deluxe. Look at this. This is cool. I love this. I wish it was a better... Okay, example renderer, ESDF or arrow keys. I think you mean ASDF, but okay. Move in relative directions, Q, W, or X. No, they did mean ESDF. What the hell? That is so weird. That is so freaking weird. Oh. Oh no, a spammer got through. You fuck. Get banned. Okay. But now their goobery goobiness is all over my goober town. Why isn't this working? Brave, do you secretly suck? Oh god, what just happened? What happened? I heard a sound effect. Oh! Oh, it's just masked pissed following. Oh! I thought I was like I thought I clicked some weird shit on my browser. Thank you for the fucking follow, masked pissed! Hooray! 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 See, that's I know Moon isn't here anymore, but Moon would. I was talking about how they don't hear sound effects, and I was like, well, I just have like the... Was it Moonwood or was it someone else? I don't know, but like, I just have the pop-ups turned on Twitch, and then when I have the stream manager open, it makes a sound effect for me, and that's how I know some shenanigans went down. But yes, thank you for the follow. I just needed one follower per stream, and it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end. Anyway, what the actual fuck do I do here? Oh, I need to define the type here, but I don't really need to do that for this, so I don't really care. Case, custom synth. Did music just shut off? Am I hello? Music? Music? Hello? Or is that my speakers turning off and the music's still there and everything's fine? No, that is music shutting off. Okay, cool. Rip music. It be. All right, there we go. This should be the final error. I should be at the top of the wall right now. But oh, of course not. Of course I'm not. What's next? Null safety stuff? Yep. Custom syntax declaration parser. So back up here, 255. Okay. 255. Can I accent position? Oh my god, it's this! It's fucking this cannot be null. Because I do a check here to ensure this is not null. And if this fails, then I return. So this cannot possibly be null. Oh god, Hax's null safety is so mid. It's so mid. It's so fucking mid. For what purpose? For what purpose? Okay, I don't know what to do here. I so don't care. I so don't care. Can I just do look, I just want to return this, honestly. But how do I write that in a way where I don't have to repeat that code? Like what I should do is this. Remove this. Have value be this. Right? That's valid Hax. And then this also ensures that it's not null. Thereby, I'll only get one null safety issue. Oh, or it'll just work. Wow, that was convenient. But then you have this syntax in here, which I'm not a big fan of. Because I don't know what this generates. And that's concerning. That's scary to me. I don't like scary things. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, how's it that much different from this normal matching anyway? Who knows? Pattern matching is so weird. Okay. Why do I have 8 problems? What is this? Oh, it's all the misspellings. I don't care about any of these. Can I ignore these? I don't care about problems in my test.silly file. It's called a test.silly for a reason. Okay. So now that we've climbed over the wall, we have a much bigger wall we must get over. But to do that, we have to also get over the moat of implementation by actually using our custom syntax input for parsing syntaxes, which I think is all in the parser, as would make sense. Oh god, I haven't really even thought about how I'm going to do this. So the way custom syntaxes are parsed is through a tree where we add nodes based on new possible combinations of tokens. And so I've added the ability to add a node token of type syntax ID. I think this is called, right? And this should be running and executing in this test script right here because I'm doing it right here. Right? So when I run test file, what happens? Okay, all this garbage happens. Expected either keyword. Oh my god. You can't even have syntax within syntax. I want that, but expected keyword def or keyword pattern here. Okay. Unexpected multiple? Something like that? Expected multiple, I think it is. Yeah, there we go. And then here's this. So we go up, keyword pattern, keyword def. Okay. So I also want to support patterns. So I think I need to do that. How? How am I going to do that? That is a question scholars in the far future will still be asking themselves this. Well, I mean, the answer is very simple. I just copy and paste this here, and then we figure it out. So this is syntax. Then I do custom syntax delc parser dot parse custom syntax declaration, right? Give it the context. If this were true, we receive an untyped custom syntax declaration. Now for declarations, oh, we already have this as Say, would Slime Blind be a good name for an effect where you slow down after being gooped enough by some silly goobers, aka slimes, or is it just make it old, lame, slow? No, when I said Slime Blind, I was kind of blown away with how much I loved that. Slime Blind sounds hype as fuck, and I fucking love it. Please keep Slime Blind. Oh, Slime Bind, not Blind. Slime Bind? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just as good. Slime Bind. Yes. Slime Bind. But I will make Slime Blind. I mean, you don't have to. I'm trying to... my only criticism is, would it be Slime Bind or Slime Bound? I don't think it really matters. I think both work. So I guess it's up to you. I think Slime Bind comes off better. So I'd say Slime Bind. Maybe Slime Bounds? Maybe? Maybe. Slime Bound. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Syntax. But I don't know. I think either work. I love it. Don't do slowness. Slowness sucks. Slime Bind is so fucking hype. Oh, it's fucking good as shit. Does this not have... Oh, it's custom syntax. Okay, go back. Custom syntax. For effect itself, bind sounds better. No? I guess. I don't really know the context of where the effect is being used. Like, you would say... You were hit by Slime Bind, but player is currently Slime Bound. If that makes... It's like one of those things where it depends on the context, right? So... I would say, like, if you're saying you are now slime bound, then you would say slime bound. But if you're saying, like, you are afflicted with slime bind, you would say slime bind. Does that make sense? I don't know. Languages exist. You literally gooped by mobs, and the effect name should be... Oh, yeah, I think in that case, slime bind. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the same word, right? It's just bind is... the one version and bound is like past tense. You were slime. I don't know. Let me look it up. Define bind. Where's the part where it tells me all the different versions? I don't know. Either way, I still like both of them though. So whatever you choose, I don't think it matters. Slime bind sounds so sick. Slime bind. Okay, anyway, syntax parser errors. And we'll push that in there. So now we should have custom syntaxes available in here. So if I don't have to restart, I just have to do it here, right? Run test file. Now it shouldn't say that. It should just say, oh, expected semicolon. That's fair. That's so fucking fair. That is valid as shit. There should be a semicolon there. Semicolon, semicolon, semicolon. Okay. Restart this. Now I have an idea to have a few slimy debuffs and add random ones each time you gooped. Would be even more fun. That would be cool. I mean, you can't have enough. I think one thing a lot of RPGs do is they don't have enough statuses and they don't have enough types. Like, the more variety there is, just means there's more for players to memorize, which I like a lot. I think that's one of the reasons why Pokemon is so successful, is because you have value for knowing all the type combinations and all the different types. And people call Pokemon's battle system simple, but like a card game, the benefit of the strategy is knowing all the possible things that can occur, right? I just wish there was a way you could make a system where not necessarily elements are just inherently good against one or another, but some way where you can logic a lot of the systems together or something. I don't know. I really want to make an RPG one day where the environment around you has effects. Who just fell from the sky? Jesus. Oh, unknown artist. Imagine if there was a battle where you move around, but you throw slime on the ground and so it fucks with the enemy's movement. You can kind of do that in Baldur's Gate, but not really. You slip on ground, but the sliding doesn't send you to a new location, right? There should be a thing where you can set a spring in your attack that will predict where the guy's gonna move or trap or something. I don't know. One day I'll make an RPG and it'll be so sick. It'll be so fun. My RPG is going to kill. People are going to die playing my RPG because of how blown away of how good that is. Unexpected content encountered. Sick. I love it. Okay, now this is fine. Because we're now going to go back to the node. Close this. And we have to start allowing the parse. So where's the match parse happening? Is it in here? Match? Yeah, here it is. Match syntax. Here's a piece of hell code. New node. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh God, I haven't even thought about the fact there's like, you could do postfix on other syntaxes. That doesn't make any sense, right? That'd be crazy, right? Pokemon's is kind of a game where your high-level god of darkness could be fucked by a mouse or something just because he deals 1 million damage due to type matches. Yeah. Well, it's not because it's because of the level system. Like, nothing really matters. It's just if you're high enough level, then whatever. I mean, that's what an RPG is, though, right? It's the equivalent of essentially saying you could train hard enough to beat anyone or something. I don't know. Yeah. Insights by Surd. More coming soon. Get next node from current code. So if this fails, and then what do I do next? Like, what if I have a get expression, and then I have a get syntax? I think I should do the syntaxes first, right? So, okay. Then I also need to apply the same thing here, which is pre-parsed expression. Should also have the ability to be a pre-parsed syntax, right? And then I would use that somehow to initiate the next syntax. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this feature today. My God, I said it was a finale. I can't. RPG Maker Week is next week. How long have I been streaming? Okay, I'm gonna stop at 2 hours. So let's see what we can do until then. Okie dokie. Okie fucking dokie. Ladies and gentlemen. And non-binary friends of them. Let's get this show on the motherfucking road. I mean, that's obviously what I have to do here is just split this into an either, which I hate. But what are you gonna do? Untyped AST. Why is this untyped? Oh, I guess because we're still in the parsing phase. And then untyped AST or untyped. I guess we'll do custom syntax ID here. Custom syntax ID. Let me, to avoid the wall of errors. Okay, what's the issue? Oh, we don't know what either. No, either. Import that. Pre-parse expression. Now I'm stuck with this. Where? And do I even need this to be positioned? No. The position should be in this. Right here. Okay, there we go. Whoop, nope. There we go. Okay. So now we have this. And then if pre-parse position is not equal null, and it's an expression. So I have to check if it's not equal to null. Then, well, I guess I should put this whole thing in a switch statement, right? So, Okay. Here's what we do. Here. Var pre-parsed expression. It's going to be equal to null. And then var pre-parsed syntax equal to null. And then we switch on pre-parsed content. So switch on this. Case. I guess we have left, right, and null. So left going to be the expression. So pre-parsed expression equals expression. Is that the last of my music? Oh, that is. Okay, well, let's see what this is. Let's chill. Let me turn it up a bit. There we go. Amazing. Okay, now it's a little loud. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. Case, right. ID is then prepared syntax equals ID. Okay. And then case of nothing equals nothing. All right, so now we can say, we can literally keep this code because this is going to be referring to the pre-parsed expression. But before we handle that, let's first do final allow syntax, which is going to be very similar because tokens parse is greater than 0 or pre-parsed syntax is not equal null. If allow allow syntax and node has syntax next node. There we go. And let's implement that. So let's go ahead and do has syntax next. Whoops. Next node. How would I do this? We'll have to go through all the next nodes and find if anyone's a syntax. Okay, but that's going to be a lot of things. I gotta go through the whole scope stack. How many times is it going to be called? It's being called every node, but I don't think that matters too much. I would hope. I mean, it's compilation performance. Who really cares? Who really cares? I kind of care. I kind of care a little. Scope and scope stack. As next. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we do top to bottom just to be safe. And then for syntax in scope dot. This isn't right, is it? This is a stack of custom. What? Oh, this custom syntax node scope, which is this, which then has next nodes in it. Okay. Where was I just typing? That was not where I was just typing. I was typing here. The next nodes. God damn. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn that down a bit. Okay. So node. Then we do switch, node, case, custom syntax. Oh god, this is not correct, is it? It is, apparently. What? Custom, is this a custom syntax node? It is, so I'm looking for kind. This needs to be node.kind. Custom syntax. ID. If I guess we just set that to true. I guess we return true here. Return true. Case, don't do that, and then return false. Returns true if any of the subsequent nodes are a what? Oh no, my water bottle! Are a custom syntax node. I guess we'll say input. So now we can use that in here, or not. We can use it in here. Okay, but this should be compilable, so let me try compiling. See if this is still working. Okay, so... Oh my god, the wall is back! Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, custom syntax scope, 146, where is that? Where is that? Oh, here, right here. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Start. Show error. Let's see. 234 custom syntax node. I never had custom syntax. Okay, that makes sense. I predict that. I just kind of being lazy. This is this, and this has syntax, not custom syntax. So let's go back to that. We don't need that ID specifically, though. Would be nice to have. Let's do it again. What do we got next? Show error. 168 custom syntax scope. 168 unknown identifier. Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, no, you're not right. What? It's right there. Am I crazy? Is this not the same thing? Pre-part. Oh, fuck, I brought the S. Fuck. Pre-parse expression. Pre-parse syntax. Oh, no. Okay, but now. Oh, there's an error here. I see it. I smell it with my own two nostrils. What now? Give me your worst. Pre-parse. Oh, because this now seems to be left instead of this expression. but also not just, no, I think left is correct. Yeah. Okay. Sick. This wall has been pre-climbed. And then what? What else can I do? Here we go. If pre-parsed expression isn't null, let's use that first. Okay. Fair enough. That is very fair. Final result equals pre-parsed syntax. But what is that? It's a custom syntax ID? That's not really the same as what I'm trying to do right now, though. Because I need to still go through that syntax and figure out what it is. That's a whole different can of worms. But I still don't even know what the ID is. But, well, fuck. Then I also need to match up with whether the provided parsed code, parsed syntax ID is a part of this, which I can do by passing the ID in here, right? So pre-parsed syntax is this. This should probably be pre-parsed syntax ID just to make it cleaner. Can you just type? There we go. Pre-parsed syntax ID. I'm gonna go in here. ID. Custom syntax ID. There we go. And then note, I guess syntax ID if ID equals syntax ID. Then we can return true, which is all we really want in life. It's all we really want in life and death. And now we can pass that, or not, or we can just throw a bunch of errors for some reason. Unknown. What? Oh, because this seems to be an ID. Not that any of this matters though, because no, I think I shouldn't do this with this. I think I'm just going to allow. But if I've already parsed it, then why aren't I passing that? What do you actually gain from the parsing of the custom syntax? Do you gain a type? You do. You gain the typed AST. So maybe that's what I should be taking right now instead of this. Like, what is the ultimate result of this? You have the possibilities. Ooh. And the expressions. But oh no. Oh no. This is more complicated than I realized it could be. This is way more complicated than I thought. How would I... Oh, I need to like... Oh, shit. This is different. This is really different. This is not... Oh god, this is not something I can do on stream. This is gonna like need... I have to like lay in bed and like think about how you would structure this. Because right now, I'm returning all the possible custom syntax this can match with based on typing. But once you add custom syntax within the custom syntax, then you start getting to the point where you can have multiple candidates with different combinations of custom syntax that occur recursively. Oh god. What? And then there's like the option where you would have like the possibilities within the things. No fucking way. How would I structure that? Because you'd have expressions, right? Would you also have syntaxes here? And then syntaxes would be this object? It'd have to be, right? Because this object was returned from matched syntax. But that's not really what I need to use. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Wow, that is complicated. Okay. Okay. So I'd pass the single possibility, the pattern index in here. That makes sense. I could do that for the one that I put in there. And then, but I want to be able to handle ambiguous situations. That's what fucks me up so much, is I need to find a way to do this recursively. But you can't really, can you, until you get to typing to figure out every little thing. Oh my god, because even setting it to just a single syntax is not set to a certain pattern. Oh boy! Oh my god, I'm never gonna finish this language. I'm never gonna fucking finish this language. Oh my god, what have I done? Silly script is the stupidest thing I've ever made in my life. Wow. Okay, fellow humans and non-humans alike. I'm gonna call it a day for today. I just had my mind like blown open by the thought of I didn't even realize how deep this would have to be for me to get this to work. Oh my god, is Silly Script the giant killer? Yes, I'm gonna obliterate Jai. Jai won't even know what it is. Jai, beef, and there's a third one. There's a third. What's the Jai, beef, and what's the one I'm always thinking of? I told you to just do an animation. I was so shook. I didn't even see Moonside's message. I never wrote a programming language. I told you to just make an animation, sir. I can't. It's not about me anymore. It's about fighting society, Moonside. It's about fighting society. Oh. I'm dying. The language is done. I could just not have this be a feature. That's the other fucked up part. I could just not do this. I could just not fucking do this and walk away. But I'm not gonna do that. You know I'm not gonna do that. You know I can't do that. You know that I can't do that. You know that I can't do that. I have to keep pushing. I have to fight. Because how sick would it be to have a programming language I could do this? Do this one thing I want. Anyway, Moonside, it's nice seeing you, but unfortunately I'm gonna call it a day for today. Should I write the raid message out? Moon knows. So I'm gonna raid. I promised Moon I'd raid them. But I think, what's the point of a raid message? That Moon knows who I am. Well, you know what? Whatever. I got a couple Moon viewers over here anyway, so, and I got them by advertising there, so. Sip. Don't sip. Don't sip at me. What even is? I haven't like used my raid message in so long. Oh fuck it. I'm just gonna. Well, let me see. What do we got? What do we got here? Similar, same category. Unless there's someone really cool. Making an Armored Core clone in Godot? That sounds so sick. That sounds sick as hell. That's my catchphrase. That sounds sick as hell. Chop water. Another day. Motherfucker just called their game dev stream another day. Another day. Oh my god, I just want to watch this. Can I just watch this? I just want to watch a little bit of this. That's all I want. Wow, that's what the music sounds like? But what are they programming in? What is that? Whoa, what is that? Regions? Class? Extends? I think it's just GD script. Oh, it's just GD script. Okay. Oh, funny stuff. Okay. Well, everyone. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for RPG Maker Week. Join me then when I remake my whole website from scratch. It's gonna be pretty epic. Hell yeah. You can't even see my thumbs up because my fucking VTuber is like off screen. But yeah. It was nice talking to y'all. Anyway, see you later, VOD watchers.